Here we go. Hello, everyone. My name is Tuçe Erel, and welcome to Art Laboratory Berlin. We are having another live stream from our gallery, and I'm very happy to have HyungJun Park with me. We are having a solo exhibition by him, and then today is the last day. And before we open our gallery doors to our visitors for the last time, we decided to have this closing event as a live stream. HyungJun Park lives and works in Berlin and explores interdisciplinary artwork through collaboration with various research institutes. In 2012, he collaborated with the Institute für Diagnostische und Interventionale Radiologie in Düsseldorf, Germany. And in 2013, he resided and worked in the Institute of Machinery Research in Korea. Yeah. In 2015, he was selected for the scholarship residency called Art Science Economy in Shopping in Germany. His work was exhibited and collected at the Center for the Art and Media in Karlsruhe, Germany, and ZKM. He is a person who likes to be open, and his works are based on art and science. His interests include visual cognition, computer technology, and the philosophical self and artistic body. Today, we are going to go through virtually the exhibition through some pictures. And afterwards, I will give the screen to Jun to talk about the background of the exhibition. Two of the works we are going to deepen our conversation. Yes, how the research took place. So first, I would like to give you a little tour about the exhibition. So this purpose, I'm gonna screen share. So, artificial consciousness exposing the invisible data, rendering and code is a co-creation with me, Tuçe, and Juha Lee. And so this is an ongoing research project called Exposing the Invisible Data, Rendering and Code. In this exhibition, we selected 3 artworks that are produced in the last 15 years of Jun's ovary. And this is the first project that we presented which was produced in 2008 and then revisited in 2023, which is called Utopia. This is an interactive video installation where people are invited to just explore a 2-channel video installation to understand the way that insects site function, how the insect site functions. And this is a project that has been, so basically Jun was recording 2 videos simultaneously, but different angles. And then the people who are looking through this binoculars, then they can just basically see 2 videos simultaneously, but different sides, because human side is automatically works to combine images, whereas insects can see completely independent from their eyes. Yes. So the way that Jun was presenting the work was also a representation of media archaeology, where we see old tube TVs as the monitors, and he also wanted to invite the audience to see the TVs inside, because this is also a different interpretation of the human biological eye. Yes. So as you see, you can see 2 different images at the same time. So with those binoculars, one can experience independent sight. The second artwork that we presented at the exhibition is called I'm an Artifact, and then it has different sculptures and objects, which is exploring and questioning where do human soul locates in the human body. So this is an ancient question that different civilization has asked about. So when Jun is asking this question, he approached to this institution, Düsseldorf, to go into a body scan, MRI scan, and out of this scanning, 3 different objects materialize to explore the notion of body. So one of them, so this is the lab, and then one of the material you used was aerogel.
Yeah.
And the second object was beeswax that you just did the one-to-one parts from beeswax. And then you used plexiglass to restructure your head scan.
Yeah.
And then we are also presenting this third work, Somniloquy, which means sleep talk.
Yeah, sleep talk.
And so this is an ongoing research project that you are doing on behalf of your PhD research at University of Arts Linz. And so we are presenting 8 different sketches from your diary, dream diary.
Yeah, dream diary.
And it's also an exploration of machine learning, and you are feeding your machine learning project that we will just also talk about this in details.
Yes.
So this is a video and drawing installation that is presented at the back of our room. So we also have the English translation of the dream diaries with the sketches that you will take quick notes in Korean, of course. So I think it is time that I give the floor to you so that you can talk the research background. So let me stop very for a second and switch to your presentation.
Yes. Thank you for the nice introduction, Tuçe. And today I'm gonna tell about or share about the work. I am an artifact and Somniloquy, and I want to share about the process and background, how I work, make this, and then these pictures is have not been increased to the public. This picture is about the laboratory, and first one, I'm an architect laboratory. I will talk about my expression. It's a cadaver anatomy lab in Düsseldorf. We had a workshop in 2011 or 12. And then at the time we visit in Universität Klinikum in Düsseldorf, and we observed the dissection seminar. And then in this seminar, I saw 2 cadavers in that body with the medical student, and their entry body was full open, except for the fingerprint. And then in this seminar, I put on gloves and with permissions, and I touched the Kabada's bodies, the organs, heart, around everything. And then for me especially, I touched the the fat of the stomach. And then I can still remember the feeling of the touching of that body, and then I was full respect for these 2 bodies. And then that experience brought me the following thought. I mean, who created this elaborated body? And then I'm not religious, but at the time I thought maybe there is God or something. I was so wonderful. So that was my first point to start about this work. I'm an artifact. And then I will show you this picture. This photo shows organs display in the hall to the seminar, because in the seminar we don't allow to take a picture, the cadaver. This is heart, maybe, and it is liver, or not sure, but and then so that experience I wanted to share about you. And then after the seminar, I wondering about the body and then what will be inside in my body. And then at the time I thought about the idea, soul. And that's why I decide to scan my whole body with the MRI machines. And then I wrote the brief to the various MRI institute, and then I sent it maybe 10 institute, and one of the institute sent me the answer, and then I got a chance to MRI scan in the radiology Abteilung in Düsseldorf. So this is picture for inside of the laboratory. This is the view for the doctor. And then in the room, there was MRI machines. And I was, this is me. I scanned whole my body 1.5 hours because I wanted to scan my whole bodies. And then, for MRI scanning, you don't have to move anything. It's kind of like a photograph, and then when you move, then it's dissolve the image. That's why you have to put your body, and then like I feel like in that situation, it's kind of like that experience, or like something amazing. You don't have to move 1.5 hours to the scan. So this is the image after my body scan, and then the doctor explained to me how using the MRI machine and so on. And then with this, and I create this work with 2 monitor. One monitor is the observing monitor images, and then the other one is my body was around 1,000 pictures, and then I collect these 1,000 pictures, and then I create like an animation. It's like to show, floating body to kind of like such where the soul is. And then second one, this is about my sculpture work from my heart. This is also MRI image, and then what interesting is with the MRI image, you can measure your organ by very detailed size. Here you can see 2,706 centimeter. This is kind of 0,001 millimeter. And then with this image, you can even make a 3D image with the MRI data. This is my heart with the 3D data. And I also learned by myself about the heart, not only the shape. This is about the functions, where blood come inside and then where blood go outside. And this is book, what I saw at the time. And this picture is my studio, my atelier. And then when I was young, I studied the sculpture. That's why I know how to make a sculpture. This is material, it's clay. And then I try to my heart with the, one-on-one, like a original size. Yeah, this is detailed images. This is tool, so like a sculpture tools. And then after the crane, with the material clay heart, and then I wanted to make my heart with the beeswax. Because this is process how you make a sculpture, because clay is easy to make. Something, and that's why I create first time my heart with the clay, and then with this figure I mimic one more time to my heart with the beeswax. And then why I use this material, beeswax was the material for the ancient Egyptian use this beeswax, and then thought where what they want to make murmurs. because we thought you can make a whole, water and blue thing fall out your body, and then with the beeswax, the cover whole, dead body. That's why I was interested with this beeswax material, and then it looks like that. Was my actual picture. I create first time clay hearts, and then mimic to beeswax hearts. And it looks like that. And this is the final version of my beeswax heart. It's like 1-on-1 size. So, and then I want to also tell about the my glass sculpture empty portrait. And some audience was wondering about how it created, and then some people don't understand what is the inside. That's why I wanted to say about this image. This is my face after MRI imagings, and then with the MRI image, you cannot see correctly about the face shape. MRI is, this machine is based on for seeing inside body. That's why this machine is not about the texture. That's why I added to my face with the laser scanner, and then I combine with my face sculpture, and then the MRI data, and then with this data I create my 3D head. And then with the program, I sliced my whole, head. This is, I think it was maybe 18 piece of slice. And then with this image, you can see here the plate. This is illustrate the image. It will be to illustrate data to the. This is laser cutter. With this slice seeded illustrated data, you can make easily even with the laser cutter, cutting the whole slice, and looks like that. And this is my slices, my head images. And then I create this one. So it means my health in this glass sculpture is empty. And then the acrylic or glass is transparent. That's why you can see the inside of my head or inside of my structure. And that was also my fascination about the idea of soul. Yeah, and then the last thing is I want to tell about the aerogel finger. And yeah, this is a sculpture material for make my finger to aerogel. I need to negative form of my finger. That's why I prepare these materials, and then this is with clay material. I make a negative form. My finger looks like that. And then this is silicone material, and looks like this is one of negative form. My fingers. Yeah. And then I want to tell about the interesting about this material, aerogels. And then at that time, I saw the cadaver in Universität Klinikum, and then this idea is about, kind of futuristic idea. And then this is maybe in future we can, or now we can make easily, change material or prosthetic material inside body. And then the left side, this is the inside structure of the bone, human bones. And then this is also aerogel material. It's kind of similar, detail inside the structure. And this one is how you make aerogels. Material, acid, alcohol, water, and catalysator. I don't know what it is. And then mixing is the water, mixing, and then with the baking machine, this is fast make dry to material. And this is key of the technique, how you make aerogels. And then what interesting about this material is the two kind of thing. One is lightness. Maybe we can talk later about this aerogel material. The first thing is lightness, and then the second thing is visuality. And this is all kind of similar thinking about the soul. So at the time, I also write down brief to the for the various chemical institute. I also maybe 9 or 10 institute in same time send it a brief, and then one of institute interest about my ideas, and it was Deutsches Zentrum für Luft- und Raumfahrt Institute für Materialphysik, Weltraum in Köln. And then I visit the laboratory in Köln. They create aerogels, and then I talk with I just make my finger as a aerogel, and then the scientists understand. They accept to use a laboratory, but they don't understand what my means and why you want to make your finger aerogel. And then I tell about the soul, and then kind of body thing, future idea, and then interesting, but they say I don't understand you. Anyway, so this is the process of making aerogel finger, and then we tested a lot of things. And this is a baking machine to make aerogel, make a dry.
Is that a glass? Is that like a kind of glass container?
No, this is a baking machine, and then this is a large glass protect about to the machine. And this is laboratory, and then the process must be very detailed. It means the machine must be there. It not be 1 centimeter, using all this. That's why this is copper material, and then the scientists using this hole make a value change or some things. And then when you visit the laboratory, this is all kind of like clean, and then you don't need to touch anything, and then you have to ask something. This kind of hysterical place. Anyway, and so yeah, this is final version of my aerogel fingers, and then after the making aerogel finger, it become naturally smaller, because it's I don't know, but it's not enough to dry or something. So, and then the material is very sensitive and then easy to make a crack and things. Yeah, but for me it's okay. This is the artistic project, and then this is just to try to test and then try to make you thinking about the futuristic ideas. So yeah, this is I'm done about explain. I'm an architect. Then I want to continue about my next work, my recently work, Somniloquy, slave talking. And this is ongoing work, and then I want to tell about the background of my idea. This is not about laboratory, but I want to introduce one of Japanese manga. This title is Ghost in the Shell. This original work of this was Japanese manga in 1989. And the author is Masamune Shiro. This manga take place in the distant future in Japan in 2029. It means at the time, you think about at the time, this is 4 years later. And then to 2029, we have maybe 6 years. But the author, the Shiro, thought about in 2089, he thought about the cyborg or something kind of technique body or future body or protestic body, and even though thinking about the brain connect to computer thinking like that, and then in the contents of these animations, humans in the distinct futures can use cyborg technology to replace the human body with various, material or prosthetics, and even the brain. And then this animation create a world where human consciousness can operate with the computer data server. And this animation has a lot of in common with what I'm thinking about in my work, Somniloquy, because I wrote down my, dream diaries. It's kind of it is about the unconscious world, and then I using AI tools, and then now we can use easily AI tools, but in 1989 maybe it was nobody know about the AI machines. Anyway, I think the kind of idea is common things with my works. And then that's why I want to introduce this animation. This is very popular. Have you seen this movie?
I saw the movie, not
Yes.
the
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah. Great. And then to finally, I want to more talk about the dream workshops. And then we had the dream workshop was the thing in Korea in March. Yeah, in March. And then second one in September here in Berlin, Art Laboratory Berlin, we had the second dream workshops. And then we invite to participate with the reservation, systems. And then what I want to talk about is what I experience or what we talk about in the workshop rooms. And I want to tell about first experience in Korea. I was maybe 20 participants talk about the dreams, and then there was kind of various dreams. And then what I interesting is 2 or 3 participate make big crying with the workshop. We don't know each other, and then maybe two girls explain me about her dreams, and then we met first time in the workshop room, and then we didn't know each other, and then she taught me about her dreams with kind of her mother things or her personal things. I cannot talk about her dream because it is a kind of a private things. But what I want to talk is why she crying with talking her dreaming. And then at the time, what I realized is dream is kind of very sensitive about the emotional things, because for me dream was always visual things or memorized things, because I don't have any emotion in my dreams. Then I don't know why, but with the workshop I understand about how dream from another people, and then some people make very sensitive emotional or something like that. And then even though some people taught me they make dreams with the colors, because I had only dreams with the like this. And that's why I wanted to make this dream workshop with the understanding about the character or process about the dream from other people's, and then I want to talk about the second dream workshop in here in Berlin. And then there is also one person make a big crying like this, and then the dream story was not about the sad story, and then it is about the kind of interaction things. Kind of things is not sad story, but I don't know how she crying, and then maybe some kind of emotional things in her mind. Anyway, and then yeah, I didn't find any cultural difference in dream story in Korea and Germans or Eastern or Westerns. I think it's kind of similar things, and then I find some with emotional things, and then kind of color dreams or kind of things, and then why I want to maybe about this we can talk more later about this workshop, and then yeah. I want to talk later why I make this dream workshop. Okay. So I think I'm finished, and then I will give you to say the microphone to maybe about the questions. Thanks. And
So after a little break.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, there was a little technical break. So now we will continue with a few questions and then
Yes,
just talk
please.
about the projects in detail. So basically, I'm interested in your Somniloquy project, how you are working with the machine learning data set, because you decided not to use any existing data set because you are bringing together the text material from your dream diaries and an image material from the photos that you have recorded so far. So since when you are taking these pictures, and then since when you are taking this notes to your dream diaries?
Yeah, since I start this work since 2019, and then I collect this right now is maybe 80 dream diaries, and then I collect the portal around 9,000 portals. Then my goal is I want to make a dream diary till 100, and then about the pictures, maybe more things, maybe I think 20,000 pictures, because in AI, when you have more data, make AI think more detailed answer or make clearly things. That's why I want to make more collecting data. Yeah.
And so in the recent past, actually, we also discussed about this, but how many more dream diaries that you want to include for this research, and how you want to actually bring the workshops into your research?
Yes, first of all, I want to tell about the data collection, because I collect my own data, not using how can I say, not using collected data from internet, because I can say, or we can say, the internet data has many problems, because that is based from users, and then the users, without anonymously, without base, and then there is so many, focused on anti-homotic or anti-woman or something like a story about the war things kind of, or based on central white men or Europe or Western things. It means this data not equal, or this data kind of it could be dangerous or things. And that's why I thought I collect my own data. It's kind of a based from subjective bottom up method. Okay, this is, and then about the workshop, and then yeah, I want to also collect this data from people together. This is also the subjective data, and then I want to collect from dreams from the participants or from the audience, and then we can make together from this own data, and then make a to, how can I say, to give a data to AI about thinking or to create things. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, actually, the question that I was just going to ask about this comparison between
yes
interests, no, not the interest, but the comparison between the sole participants but Berlin. But you already mentioned that there was no specific difference culturally. That is interesting, because you always expect a certain cultural differences when you do those kind of activities in different locations. But you said you didn't have that specific difference between different participants in different parts of the world.
I got a cultural difference yet now. I got it in my head. In Korean, people taught me many things about the with the dream, and then thinking about the futures. This means futures not about the scientist future. It's about the tomorrow or next month. I got these dreams, and then I told to my mother, you have to be careful to go to work, because I got a bad dream like this. Or how can I say, this is not about the future, about the kind of extension to the plan, well, kind of things. And then from here, German, I heard there's no about thinking about the extension or not or that, but more Western people. How can I say, Western people talk me more about the how can I say, not emotion, about the more detailed theme of the dreams, what he or she saw in dreams, and then they explain very good about the explain like a movie scene, and I can very good follow to her or daydreams, and it kind of different, maybe kind of different things about the Western people explain very good things about the scene, and then maybe some people not that much about the good explanation about this dream, about what thinking about another connection to like with her mom or dad or like this. Yes, maybe could be kind of different things, cultural different things. Yeah, and then what was your question?
I also want to ask something about the I'm an artifact project, because when we had visitors here, you and I both had this a lot of questions about IRL.
Yeah.
About the material, and then what was interesting for you. So you mentioned a little bit, but can you elaborate a little bit more?
Yes.
I think you also bring some more material for that. But,
yeah, we got a lot of questions from audience, right, during the exhibition period. Yeah. This image is about the aerosols, and then I was interesting, as I mentioned, I was interested in this material about the lightness and then visibility. And this picture is about the visibility, how aerosol looks like. And then first time I saw this material on the book. And then it's kind of like this blue eyes. It is aerogel in the glass with the hand shape. It's kind of I think that was two kind of aerogel material in glass bottles. Yeah, silica aerogel glass. Okay, rubber. And this is it looks like cloud in the aerogel materials.
Is that the gas form?
I
think this is.
the piece between.
Okay, this is the gas form.
Guess what? Where? Yeah, this is also kind of aerogel in the bottle. So what I interesting is the first thing is that this material, for me, this material looks like smoke or fog or mist things. So I thought that if the soul was materialized, then maybe it will be similar, to this. I mean, for me, the middle is or anti-Asian or what can I say? I thought I wrote the book from all the things, and at that time the soul go out from the mouth, and then after that maybe the soul go anywhere to the world. This kind of idea was soul is like a smoke at the time. So I was interesting about how can I visualizing about the soul with the material. That's why I decide this material to experiment, make my fingers, and then this is also aerogel materials. I don't know, but for me it looks like kind of foggy, So I thought this material is between gas and solid or some things. And then actually this material has hollow structure. There was many hole in this material, and aerogel is made of 99% of air. That's why I choose this material, like kind of lightness and then visualities with the idea of souls. Yeah.
I wonder if we have any questions in our YouTube channel. Maybe I'll quickly go and check.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we don't have any questions at the moment in our YouTube chat. And but then if there are any other questions coming from the audience in the future, they can always write an email to us.
Yes.
We can just answer those questions after the live stream as well.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to add, Jun?
Yeah. I think yeah, we make anything. Yeah, we have done. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining this live stream. And this is the last day of the exhibition. If you happen to be in Berlin, you are welcome to come and visit the exhibition between 2 to 6 p.m. Otherwise, we have now this video documentation on our YouTube channel as well as our pictures. Oh, there is a question. Okay.
Okay, great.
One more question. Okay. Okay. Our colleague Regina is just asking a question about the minority effect, but I cannot see the full question. Okay. Okay. No way. Okay, so the question is about the art. I'm an artifact. What is scanned in order to encounter the soul is like science meeting philosophy. What did the scientists say about the artistic experiment in context of MRI of the artist's body? And did you get easily access to your MRI images? So you had done laser cuts from the head in connection to the MRI images and then had done aerogel fingers. So it means you go through medical analysis of your own physicality. So to find the soul would mean for you, Jun, to go into the body structures. To find the soul means to look into the body. What would have an equivalent term for soul in the 21st century?
Okay, thanks for the question. Maybe I can answer about the first things about the I'm an artifact. And yeah. About the access to the MRI image, for me, I was in German in Köln, and then the access to the MRI image is kind of different of culture, in a country. And then for me, it was not easy. I wrote down my idea and then brief to maybe more 10 institute. I send it, and then only one institute get back the brief to me. It means the other institute has done interesting about the artistic project, and then maybe they don't have time or some things. And then about the data, if you go to hospital and then you gotta your body data, and then you can take the data. This is very important issue because this is your data, and then you can ask the doctor, please give me my data with the USB stick or with the DVD image. But I don't know German, but in Korea, most doctor didn't make that because it's double busy things, and then nobody want to this image, and doctor just ignore about the data, maybe save in their own hospital or erase it. I don't know, but I think this is also important data for the future. And then if you want, you can ask the give me the data from the doctors. And then second things, what was the
What do you think about soul, the meaning of soul for you in the 21st century? I think this is the
let's think. Yes, this is my whole idea is the between philosophical and scientific ideas. And then I like to with this issue, I like to see the kind of crash ideas, because philosophical idea soul has a long story. We have already in art, and then in literature we have a long story, maybe 1,000 years. But in the science, nobody talk about the soul with the science, because we cannot explain it, and then we cannot test it. But in today's science, maybe brain scientists about start to talk about the soul, or not soul, maybe thinking structure. Anyway, and then I want to go back to question 21st century. Yes, I want to continue this idea about the soul to make my work. And then this is in 20th century. We have brain science idea, and then we have AI technology, and then my fantasy is kind of like we can make in future, we can make your own thinking data to access internet, and then maybe in future we can share this idea easily. This is just my fantasy, but I think in some days we could be create this technology and then yeah, I think we can make more easily maybe 22 centuries about thinking or
Not
thought
this
like
century,
that.
but the next century, maybe.
Yes, right. Yes. And then there's more question or
Yes, there's also Regina asks further about the Somniloquy
Okay.
project. I find it fascinating that you use your own data and not using or feeding neural networks from the internet. This decision proves a critical approach towards AI. So how would you concretely feed your network with the dreams that were told by the workshop participants? Will there be keywords, terms, or words that you would like find noteworthy?
Yeah.
So it was similar how I was just also asking, how are you going to use the workshop data in your data set? Are you going to use it or?
For that, I want more editing about the data work. How will how will make in AI? So this is about the data, and then with the data, you have to this is world of the AI and classification. It means you have to classify the data because AI don't understand about the thousand data. That means, like for example, I have dream diaries. I have one dream diaries, and then I have maybe 100 words, and then I have to choose the word for the AI because unusual word doesn't need to read. For the AI, this is very important. The picture, any data is the same thing. It means AI don't make all thing automatic because we have to make data some kind of clearly or some kind of filtering. So we have to make this like clear data and data to understand for AI. So I collect this dream diary from participants, and I want to talk about the process. I record this dream diary from participant, and then I use AI program voice to text. Voice data and then text data is total different. It means I want to share my experience. I got a text from voice, and then when I read these dreams from audience, I cannot understand what this means because when we talk, we can easily understand with the speaking data, but when we just write down like a saying, then it's very hard to understand because when we talk, we have so many well like well kind of this thing. But when we write, we don't write that. That means we have to classify data. I have to make clearly this, your dreams, make a sentence. And then with this sentence, I have to make one more time to, to create keyword. For make a keyword, I using also, AI data. And that I want to tell about this many process to make a to AI data or data to understand for AI. So I hold your dream diaries, and then I have to make many this process, and then I want to make keyword from your diaries, and then with this keyword, and then in the future, I want to how can I say? I want to more research with the compare with the various streams or find community thing or different things, and then I want to more understand about the dreams, and then I want to more immersive dreams with this project.
My other colleague Chris has a question, and so he asks, using AI for dream diaries, do you think AI can tell us more about our subjective nature? And have you had any experience of AI hallucinating in the process?
I don't know, but this is, we can talk about the, AI, the historian talk about the AI. There is two kind of AI, strong AI and the weak AI. And we use weak AI, and the strong AI maybe 20 years or later. This point is key point is about the self. If the AI have self, kind of, we don't know, kind of AI think about the who am I, or why am I here, or what human make things. This is kind of futuristic idea. Then at the time, maybe can AI think about make a dreams own by self, or thinking about the artifact or nature. But my perspective, I don't see AI like that. AI is for me just a tool, and just made from human. And in the future, when a strong AI head, also is made from human, right? And then someone may code. We have developer. That's why I think AI is not same with the human or like that. Yeah. I think we don't need to worry about the future.
I like your optimism.
This is
So the previous question that Chris says about the dream diaries, do you think AI can tell us more about our subjective nature? But then I think then it's also connected. If you don't see that the speak AI that you define probably is not there to give back our answer about our subjective nature.
I don't know.
Maybe
yes.
That it's strong enough. Yeah. Anyway, I think we don't have any other questions. So that means we would like to thank everyone who joins to our live stream. And I'll just switch to the other camera maybe quickly to say goodbye. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. And I hope that you can watch it later. And if you have any other questions, as I said, you can always send an email to us and we can just continue the conversation offline or in person if you happen to be in Berlin. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's fine. I don't know what